Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to EVS 2 period. Let us begin our period with a beautiful thought. Practice kindness all day to everybody, and you will realize you are already in heaven now. I repeat, practice kindness all day to everybody, and you will realize you are already in heaven now. Students, before Diwali, we have already begun the lesson Evolution of Mankind. We have gone through various subtopics. We have seen Homo habilis and Homo erectus. Now, let us begin with Homo neanderthalis, that is Neanderthal man. Take out page number 20 of your textbook. Homo neanderthalis thalensis or Neanderthals. This is the picture of Neanderthal man. This is the next stage of evolution of human. First, we have seen Homo habilis, then Homo erectus, and now Neanderthal. Neanderthals, they were physically big and strong as compared to Homo habilis and Homo erectus. His remains were first found at Neanderthal, a place in Germany. Hence, he was known as Neanderthal man. The name is given because his remains were found in a place called Neanderthal. It is in Germany. That's why the name Neanderthalisans or Neanderthal man is given. His brain was more developed than that of Homo erectus. Now we have seen Homo habilis is a skilled man who used his hands skillfully. Then Homo erectus, he was more developed than Homo habilis. Now he can stand erect and his tools were more symmetrical than those made by Homo habilis. Homo erectus has made the tools like hand axe. And now as compared to these both, Neanderthals were more developed. Their brain was more developed, so they were able to make more skilled tools. Now as he has more developed brain, he has used it very skillfully. We have seen Homo erectus made hand axe. Homo erectus made hand axe which was more symmetrical than the tools made by Homo habilis. His remains were found in the continent of Africa, Asia and Europe, whereas Neanderthals is a place in Germany where the remains of this human, the next stage of evolution, was found. He used to live in caves. They made tools out of big pebbles as well as from the flakes scraped off from them. Now, previously we have seen that Homo habilis and Homo erectus, they used various things available in nature. Now, because this Neanderthal man has more developed brain, he has more thinking capacity, he can imagine, so he was making more symmetrical and developed tools. Tools were used for the purpose of hunting or cutting the fruits, branches of the trees and various purpose. So they lived in caves. Now previously we have seen that man was living on trees. Then he came down on ground. Now these Neanderthal lived in caves. As Germany, it was very cold, and to protect himself, he was taking shelter in caves. They made tools out of big pebbles. Pebbles means round shaped stones. And also they were making tools out of flakes scraped off from them. That means the pebbles, when they were using it to make tools, they were giving them a specific shape. They were scraping it. Now scrap means to remove the layer. That means chilna. So they were scraping, removing the layers. So whatever the remains were there, whatever things were scraped off, removed, those are called the flakes, the chips of the stones. So it was also used. Now when they were striking the pebbles, so pieces were falling down, and you might have also observed or experienced when the stones are broken or any other thing, when it breaks, its edges get more pointed. So they were using it. These tools, these flakes or the scraped off pebbles, they were fixed on the bone or wooden shaft to make a weapon like spear and axe. Now shaft means this this long portion, the handle, this is called the shaft. It was either made up of bones or the branches of the trees. Now when excavation is done, when remains are found, we only find the hard portion which is made up of stone. So we don't find these shafts because it was made out of branches or the bones, and both the things are easily decomposable. So in a time, in the period of time, it decomposes. As compared to these things, rocks remain as it is. So when there is excavation, we only find the upper portion, we don't find these shafts. So these are some of the tools, the spears and the axe made by Neanderthals. Previously we have seen the tools made by Homo habilis and Homo erectus. Now these are more symmetrical and proper as compared to those made by them. Neanderthals now started hunting big animals because of the tools are more effective, more symmetrical. So they can now hunt the bigger animals. They use scraper made of stone flakes. Now previously I have told you what are flakes. Flakes are the chips of the stones. So they have used it to scrape the meat from the hide of dead animals. Now they were hunting the animals, and hide means the skin of the animal. So skin of the animal is furry. So they were scraping the meat out of the skin, and for that these flakes, because they are pointed, as we use the various kinds of knives in the kitchen, similarly they were using these flakes to remove the meat from the skin of the dead animals so that they can consume it. Neanderthal used leather clothing. Now leather clothing means the skin of the dead. Once the meat was eaten, the remaining skin of the animal was used as clothing to protect themselves from the extreme cold weather. They were mainly meat eater. Now because the place was quite cold, they have to keep themselves warm and they have to protect themselves. For that purpose they need to eat meat. So mainly they were the meat eaters. Meat means the flesh of animal. They ate meat roasted on fire. Now previously we have seen that Homo habilis came to know about the fire. Homo erectus were able to use it. They can't produce the fire. But here Neanderthals, now because this is the more developed species, they have more thinking brain, now they were able to produce fire. So they used the fire to roast the flesh. That means they were not consuming the flesh directly, they were eating the roasted flesh. Roasted means directly cooking on the fire. They knew the technique of producing the fire by rubbing the sticks of the hardwood. So now how they might have come to know about it? By observation. The jungle used to catch fire due to friction during storms or maybe due to lightning. So by observation they came to know about it, and they used to rub the hard wooden sticks and also the stones. By striking the flint stone on one another, the spark was there and they were able to lit the fire. In this way, by these techniques, they produce fire and whatever flesh was available, whatever the dead animal was available, they used to roast the meat and then consume. So this is the picture. First picture is of the flint stone. If you also find such stones around while playing, you can also rub each other and you can see the spark. Many of you might have already practiced it. When we are playing outside, used to play on the ground, you can find out such stones, and when you strike it on each other, it will have a spark. So using this spark, they used to lit the fire. In the middle picture, you can see the Neanderthal man who is striking the flintstone to lit the fire. And in the third picture, how the striking is done, the technique is shown, how two stones are rubbed on each other and the spark is developed. So in this way, Neanderthal were able to produce fire, and also they were consuming the meat which is roasted. So these are the differences. We can observe how the man from Homo habilis to Neanderthal, slowly and steadily there is transformation. Their lifestyle is changing, the way of living, the way of thinking. Now because slowly and steadily the brain is more developed, they are able to observe, and not only observe but they are also able to apply it. Whatever knowledge they are gaining by observation, they are applying in day to day life, and they are protecting themselves from the extreme conditions, weather condition. So further we will see in the next period. Now just go through the textbook, read page number 20. So from beginning you have to read till page number 20. Thank you.